Two, one. Oh!
Yay!
I hope the GIF was functional. I made a GIF, but it didn't look like it was working. Um,
That's
so
okay.
yeah. Well, welcome to Song of Wandering Souls. I swear our streaming setup will be better soon. I know Alton is absolutely kicking my ass in terms of good streaming setups, but I swear next time it's gonna look good soon. I swear it will.
Doesn't
So
look good now, Toast. Why are you failing us?
um just like I start violently sweating. The so yeah, this is our session 0 of Song of Wandering Souls. We are sadly missing one player, though we did give them lots of time to arrive. So this is not like we are being a very click and we're cutting somebody out. No, we just somebody couldn't make it today. Had to take a sip of my drink real quick. So yeah, we're gonna be doing a little bit of an intro to some of our characters here, and getting to know our PCs. We are actually using not we are not using Dungeons and Dragons. I think I've said this before in other streams, but we are using the Song of Ice and Fire role playing game. If anybody wants a free PDF link to the core book, I I will provide them if you ask, and I might post them somewhere so that people, because this is a very, despite the fact that it's very complicated, I do think it's a pretty solid game. So yeah, if you want to play what we're playing at home, add us on Twitter or Instagram or in the chat, and I can post up the link because I have so many tabs of it open. So yeah, we got our homies. If you know us, you know us. But would you guys like to introduce yourselves?
I'll go first. Because I'm the best, really getting into character right now.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Fro. I use any pronouns, and I'm playing Banyra.
Hales, would you like to go next?
Hi, I'm Hales. I'm playing Mara. And I have both a stuffed cat and a real one with me today.
Oh, sick. I'm Allie. I'm playing Maesa. I'm missing my twin, but that's okay.
That's okay.
I lost it. That's all right.
As many people know, and apparently, as my Instagram followers don't know, I am Andy or Toast. Their Toast is a nickname. Andy is my nickname for my name, which is Andre. But I am a man of many names, and many faces.
Like midget.
I use he, him, or they, them pronouns, and yes, I am your narrator, as it is called in Song of Ice and Fire with a role-playing game, and I also, that is me. So, without further ado, let's fucking get
into it.
Let's get right into it. So, we're going to start in the court of the Freehold. So, is anybody in this, are any of our characters, protagonists, going to want to not, show up? It's kind of like, in this sort of setting, every household has one vote, so it's not abnormal to bring your children with you to kind of watch court happen. So, I feel like Maesa's the only character who I'd be like, she might not show up.
Yeah, no. You know my secret, the other thing that takes my attention?
Okay, yeah. You're doing that?
I'm there. Girlfriend or something? I'm gonna say I'm there instead.
Okay, yeah. Well, so we'll start we'll start with your character introduction first then. So we start on a warm summer morning, for it is always summer in the lands of always summer, on the Valyrian. Why can't I say it today?
Take a deep breath. One breath in. Fire detergent. Breath out.
Fire detergent. Don't remind me of fire detergent right now. It is a warm, sunny morning in the Valyrian Peninsula, in the city Valyria, the capital of the Valyrian Empire. we have our court tower. If anybody has seen the illustrations from of what Valyria was supposedly looked like, it is a large vertical tower with the base being closed in and the tops being open air. Dragons crawl across its ceilings and walls, not on the inside, on the outside. And we see, as our camera pans through this city of towers and rivers and mountains and forests, we enter through an open air pavilion at the very top of this sort of this political citadel, and there are multiple rows of seats, and in the base are two people. One of them, Visenra, two of your stepmothers, and one of your real mom, and she is responding to a political enemy of yours, who actually happens to be her cousin, Galahadres, and he is of her maiden family, and most of his relatives spend their time not in the capital but in Kor, which is a farther off city in the Freehold, and it is not a good vacation spot, but is a place where a lot of people who want to get out of the hustle and bustle of the capital will go, especially if you want to be very far away from your political enemies. And so she starts off, this is kind of in the middle of her speech, but the Chorish rebels are no matter of ours. There is nothing that we should be concerned about. These people are the rats of the earth. That you would dare think we waste our military power on an impotent strike on a logging camp. Look, if we feel the need, if the threat becomes too much for local authorities to bear, we just ride the dragon army into Kor and burn them into dragonglass. It makes no sense in your imbecilic, tiny brain that we would allow for these people to continue their strike. They mean nothing to us. There may be, how many did you say? 40 or 50. 40 or 50 people could make a difference to a city made out of stone that is impenetrable by anything other than dragonfire. Do they have a dragon? No. Well, I find it an insult, she gestures to the entire court, to this court, that you would even dare bring up such a topic for vote. You think we should march our footmen into some Chorish camp to kill 40 people? I rest my case. And she sits down. There's a moment of silence, and some chatter some like other pundits get up, but people are mostly talking about what your mom has said. And we zoom up to kind of, not your mom, your stepmom, I should say, was saying, and our camera pans up to you three. How are, I assume Mara.
Wait, Maesa's not there.
Oh yeah, sorry, you two, Mara and.
I'm kicking it.
Yeah, Jahamon, your father, came with you today, but he's not really active in the Freehold's politics, so he's sitting quietly. Yeah, he's sitting quietly towards the front row, and whoa. And you and Banyra, I don't know why, no words today. Banyra and Mara are sitting in the standing section at the top. Or not sitting, standing in the standing section at the top. What is Mara's opinion? I feel like Mara, like, what do you guys say to each other after you have heard the ending of this statement?
My mother's a genius. She always knows what she's doing, and she has a clear line of action every time. Every man who has ever stood before her has been completely silenced. Take notes.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is Banyra misandrist?
To be decided.
Personally, I would say I'm a misandrist right now. This campaign is active misandry. I have like greatly diminished many of the roles of many of the men in this story just so that I could have more ladies.
Well, that's because they were amplified to begin with.
That's true.
Okay, that's it.
I
Sorry.
mean, fair. I feel like I might have missed what the topic of what her speech was about. What were we voting on?
Basically, like in these sort of settings, the people will bring topics to the court, and then they will essentially be decided on by open air discussion, which is actually how American politics used to run at one point, which is psychotic.
Yep.
So basically,
Sounds
there
like a
are
great idea.
Yeah, there are 40 individual seats in the
Mhm.
in this sort of Coliseum style ring,
Mhm.
and the politicians can individually come up and present issues to the court and have them voted on, and those decisions be carried out later. Basically, your stepmother, her cousin brought up the idea that a group of Cornish rebels should be actually taken to arms by the actual Valyrian army, and basically the summary of her point was, it's stupid to do that. They don't matter to us. It's 50 people, and we have the army of the most powerful creature on the planet. And why would we even waste our time on people who I consider to be lesser than human?
What does the phrase "taken to arms" mean?
Basically, her cousin thinks that they should like actually launch an attack on these people, and your stepmom thinks that
So they're both in the wrong.
yeah.
Because one is like, we should kill these people, and the other is like, they don't matter enough to me to kill them.
Yeah.
Yes. Does Mara like what's her face?
No. Absolutely not.
Bond.
Absolutely not. Like I feel like Mara was just sitting in her chair this entire time, like trying so hard to school her face into like the neutral face of displeasure, but also like, I have no opinions, but also I have so many opinions and I can't say them.
And Banyra, I feel like, looks like a kid playing Xbox.
Well, no. So she was dead-faced the entire time, and then as soon as her mom finished speaking, she lit up like a 5-year-old seeing a golden retriever on Christmas. Like, my mother's amazing. Truly, she is. Please notice me, Mom.
No.
Okay, next week maybe.
So as you see your mom sit down, I'll give Visenya Caleros a little bit of description. She wears a deep red robe and has every sign of Valyrian opulence. She's jeweled from head to toe, but has the piercing stare that says, if you dare call me ostentatious, I will fucking kill you. And she has like a blonde white hair that goes down to her mid-back, braided just very delicately down the middle. And she is, beautiful of the face, but has
Vile of heart.
yeah, cold in her gaze and in her posture.
You bitch.
And so as the conversation continues, an argument starts up about trade ships and, things upon the Rhine and whether or not we could even feasibly, yes?
How many years ago is this before the big oopsies?
The big
The
oopsie?
big boom.
This is about 5 years pre-big oopsie.
Okay.
Oh, how... She's 11 in this.
Yeah, so Banyra's young.
Banyra's an 11-year-old. This means you all have time to change your accents if you don't like them today.
Wait, so Banyra is
11.
Yeah.
11. Oh, math.
Math.
I was
So I
actually going
was-
to do the math.
I'm
Did you say it was 5 years?
Yeah, Mara. That
I'm
means
an
Mara's.
attitude ass 13-year-old.
Yeah, Mara is 15. No, you're 14. Mara's 15. You're 14.
14.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yes.
Okay, so wait, so this is before Mara goes to university.
Yeah.
Yeah, so no feel free.
You have like just arrived. Also, you probably could go to university at 15 because this is a time before entrance exams were a thing. You just had to have money.
Banyra isn't Banyra the Burnt yet.
Yeah. That you will become Banyra the Burn.
Wait, so we get to see her become Banyra the Burn?
Yeah.
So you get to be burned
Oh, I have to heal you.
on camera.
Fixing. This is like
Oh, no.
this. Boy
She
is,
was like a kid on Xbox. She was like,
This boy is so emo. I'm going to fix him. Except this, my sister is so emo. I'm going to fix her.
Also, if you're wondering, this is a prop. I'm not doing anything. This is a prop because I've decided that while this court was happening, Mara was actually writing in a journal, and you think she's taking notes, but actually she's just thinking about her, like, exam that she needs to take in school next week.
Yeah, like, I would say Banyra is, like, wrapped in this. Like, this is, like, a huge, like, watching the chess pieces move, sort of, like, understanding what politics is about, and, like, Banyra maybe thinks Mara's paying attention, and then, like, on it, it's just like, what is for dinner? Onion.
She's making a grocery list.
Yeah.
Just be like, oh, what she's making her grocery list of what she needs to forage for all of her ingredients.
I'm surprised that Maesa isn't there.
Yeah. And yeah, it's not surprising that both Aramera and Maesa decided not to show up today.
The twins don't like their mom, don't like the kingdom they're in, and hate their dad. So they're like, no.
Yeah, so, both of
oh,
her...
she didn't show up today.
Yeah.
You think eventually she'd show up, but she just always misses it. She runs away, and I don't understand why.
Yeah.
What?
Secret.
Yeah. Totally.
She doesn't accept my mother as her mother, and I don't understand why. Like, look at all she's doing. She's mending and ruling and funding and doing everything for our kingdom, and they just ignore all of her talent. I don't... My mom's amazing.
Sounds fine, actually.
Please love me. Please. She's probably like waving at her mom across the room, like...
Your mom is, like, fully paying attention to what's happening and doesn't see you. One second. I'm gonna pause for a second and put my headphones on because I'm actually picking up the audio twice, so I hope that there's no horrible echo that the viewers will have to suffer through.
No, Maesa's on on a roof somewhere.
Yeah, Mace's chilling. So there is a little bit more to this scene before we cut to our actual character introductions.
The entire time, Banyra's just ranting to her older sister who does not give a shit about how much she loves her mom. She's like, and my mom did this, and I watched my mom last weekend, and she almost said she would hang out with me next week.
Stop, guys. You have to make a little pause because now that my thing is connected, I have to change the audio properties real quick. Say some words, please.
Mother is amazing at all of your failures.
Yes. Perfect.
It's not my fault you were all born defected.
Oh, you go say that to the wrong twin. Which twin is that? You'll never know.
She'll say it to both of you.
Yeah,
Okay.
Aramera will just throw you.
So,
Because, she's big buff temper,
so
Aramera will pick you up and just...
as Mara and Banyra have this conversation, you sort of lose track of what is happening in the actual, court. as your mother has stopped speaking, and thusly it has stopped being interesting to you for the moment. And then suddenly the low murmur of chatter quiets, and you see, and as you look down to see what's happening, you notice that Aenar Targaryen's seat is empty. And approaching down from the stands is his daughter, Daenys. And Daenys is holding her face. Her hair looks disheveled. She's wearing this long purple robe, and as she's walking, you can see she wears no shoes. And when she gets to the bottom of the pit, she turns and looks everyone dead in the eye. And you can see the tears running down her face. And as she opens her mouth to speak, an enormous hurling wail comes from her mouth. And she begins to just scream and cry and scream and cry. And as she turns to everyone, she goes, "Fire! Fire and blood! All of you! All of you are going!" And she points to many of the high-ranking families in the Freehold. She points directly to those in the front seats. And she just goes, "One day, this will all be gone, and you will all be dead, dead by fire! Fire! Ah, ah, ah." And she basically does a full spin, turning and staring at each person in each seat. You all have brought this on yourselves! One day, soon, this will all be gone. All of you. And you will know. Fire and blood will bring you all to your knees. All of you. And you will never see us again. And for what you have done, you will be punished. And drool dribbles down the front of her mouth. Her older brother, Gehaemon, walks out and grabs her by the shoulder and silently pushes her from the ring. And there is silence.
Banyra was like holding on to Mara. She was like, "Oh, creepy ass woman."
Shock. Like, she has her book like literally clutched to her chest, and like she's leaning as far back in her seat as she possibly can, and also like kind of hoveringly protective over Banyra, and also kind of just being like looking around like, is anyone else gonna react? Is anybody else going to react?
And Banyra's looking to her mom. She's like, "Mom? Bestie?"
You don't see your mom's face, as you are standing kind of behind her from where she's sitting. And you see her sitting legs crossed, but you can just see her hands tapping together and shaking a little bit.
Why did they allow her in the capital if she looked like that? It's disgusting. She looked like a feral rat. I'm just saying, she comes into our arena and then screams at all of us that we're going to die. She doesn't even have shoes on.
Maybe something happened. We don't know. But it was really.
She came in and told us we were all going to die. She's crazy. Half of the people besides my mother are crazy in this family.
Also, I will add.
Rude.
Mara would actually be familiar with Daenys because Daenys is, she was a young girl of high standing who's in your age group. Like, she's only 15.
So would we go to school together?
You would maybe have, she probably didn't go to school. She was always a very sickly child, So you may have
Mhm.
seen her at school, attending to like her other siblings or her brother.
So
But yeah,
could I go? Could I choose to go check on her?
you could try to go follow her if you want.
Can I go follow her?
Don't leave me.
Well, then come on.
Banyra,
We need
okay.
to go quickly. I'm gonna like pack up her book and shove it in a bag.
She just awkwardly gets up. She's
But
As the talk slowly queues up as you leave, and you start to hear people maybe saying some concluding remarks. Running over the minutes of what has happened in this entire thing. And as you walk out, you hear people whispering about the Targaryens, that awful family making a dreadful scene, and
like the Targaryens.
yeah, we don't like them.
They're the Targaryens.
yeah.
They bitches.
Targaryens or like Tarsmerians.
Okay.
All right.
That would only be better if you said Tarsukians.
I mean, it was meant to be stupid, but it came out a lot worse than I thought it would.
So, yeah, you go to follow Daenerys. You see, like, she kind of hurried out and down the stairs. So there's, like, kind of the way to get out of this. You can leave by dragon, which is basically just means outside. You call your dragon shows up, and then you can just fucking fly back to your house.
Neither of us have dragons at this moment.
Yeah.
Phil is a baby. Phil is like the size of a dog
yeah,
at this current time.
Is your dragon with you right now? Would you like to introduce your dragon?
Oh yeah, Phil's definitely with me. Okay, so like, do you want me to like explain him in character? Just describe him.
Yeah.
Okay, my dragon, his name is Xenophilius. We call him Phil because he is a baby, and unfortunately, he has not yet lived up to his very intellectual name. So we call him Phil.
Yeah, he's a little dumb.
He is currently the size of about, I'd say, like a corgi, but like tall.
A long corgi.
If a corgi was tall as it is long, that is Phil.
Where corgi?
Yeah, that's the thing I was thinking.
Inverted corgi.
Is very, very small. Currently, his wings are not even 30% of his body. So he can barely fly himself, let alone anybody else.
Banyra probably poked him a lot during the meeting. When she was writing out her notes, Banyra was like...
See, every time you poke him, then he's just gonna like try and lick you.
Yeah.
Like a really overexcited puppy.
Yeah. Phil has like just those like not puppy eyes, but you know like lizards, how they have like there's some lizards that just constantly look cute and confused.
Like this.
Yeah, like he has those eyes where every time you poke him, he looks at you. You're like
Yeah. If you were to like do the ratio of his face is 15% eyes.
Just big ol' eyes.
He is also
cutie
blue.
eyes.
He is like a kind of ombre gradient of blues. And he's not very fast or strong.
Or anything.
Or really anything. He's
Banyra was
just
just
cute.
poking him with a stick. Like, she probably had a stick with her at the table to, like, kind of, like, mess with and play with and be like... She's just like...
I feel like Mara has like a little leash that she keeps him on. So like as she's running to catch Daenerys, she has like she has a hold of Banyra's arm in one hand and she has a hold of the leash of Phil on the other, and she's like full long legs stalking it across the courtyard trying to catch up.
So yeah, as you leave, you basically have to descend like a little staircase into another corridor-style room. And this one is more enclosed, and you basically see Daenerys sitting in a chair. This is sort of not really a waiting room. Yeah, I'll just say it's kind of a waiting room area. This would be kind of like if you had like unruly children, or if you needed to talk to somebody, you'd kind of stick them in this back room. Basically, it's like a multi-leveled pavilion. So as you get down there, you see Daenerys is still just like in tears and like, her hair's still a mess, and her brother, I had it open what her brother's name was. Yeah, I was right. It's Game On. It's like I wanted to make sure I was correct about it being Game On. I might have been wrong. So her brother Game On, who's a little bit older than her, is like holding her by the shoulders, and it's just like, it's okay. Like, that you kind of can't hear it as you get closer. You just kind of like he turns to you and is like, kind of giving you the stink eye as you get closer.
As like Mara's running towards her, she's gonna like try and call her name, like Denise, wait up.
She's like sitting down. She's stopped moving.
Okay.
She's not running. She's not walking away.
So she's like now just having a breakdown.
Yeah, she's just having a breakdown. Just
Me on a Saturday night,
cool.
Yeah. just fun little Monday morning activities.
It's hot girl summer. This is our hot girl summer.
Daenerys
it's gonna be hot girl summer.
With all that fire and blood, Daenerys is having a breakdown in her hot girl summer.
It's gonna be hot girl summer. It's gonna be burnt girl summer, actually.
This year is burnt girl summer.
Well, still got like 5 years till it's burnt girl summer.
No, it's burnt girl summer always here. It's always
humid girl summer right now. It just progressively gets worse because like it's like humid girl it's like warm girl summer, and then it's humid girl summer, and then it's hot girl summer, and then it's burnt girl summer, and then it's just no girl summer.
Girl summer.
Yeah, so you enter this pavilion. There's a lot of sort of scattered benches and chairs. And you see Daenerys and her brother, and Game On is just giving you like the stink eye. And you walk over.
I feel like Mara's like she's gonna stop for a second, like when she enters the room, kind of like almost in shock, just kind of like catching her breath because she just ran, bro. Mm-hmm. She ran carrying 2 creatures with her. And I imagine she's in like a gigantic dress.
Yeah.
And though she has no shoes on, because she refuses to wear shoes, but the dress hides that, she's just running barefoot. But like,
she got the most callous feet.
100%.
You have leathery soles.
You have a
and
leathery
what about
soul.
it?
And what about it?
You say that like it's a bad thing.
Banyra was probably wearing a dress
real and
where they
handy
put the
for one
corset
day.
too tight, like they do on young girls. It's like to like trying to like start to get them used to it. So she's just like,
there's no.
Oh my god, like Elizabeth Swann in the first Pirates of the Caribbean movie when she like passes out.
See, in Valyria, there are nobody wears corsets. It's just like, I imagine it's an abundance of belts. Just an overabundance of belts.
Jingle, 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 jingle.
Yeah, Banyra's literally a maraca.
So they could hear us.
We take her to shit.
Yeah.
They heard us coming.
Yeah, it was like the most, because you were kind of quiet. Like, being barefoot on stone means you're just kind of like a little bit sneakier. But yeah, Banyra is like fully alluding to your position, just like.
Also, I feel like just mild. I feel like Phil goes around and kind of like howls at people in a way that puppies do when they're excited. So like every single time we would pass someone on the way down, he would just give a little howl as like Mara's like pulling him along.
See, now is the
But
time
like every time he does, a little smoke comes out.
Now is the time I make the decision. Am I going to make the dragon sounds?
Do it.
Can you get
I dare you.
a soundboard?
I might get the soundboard by next session, so we might get fancy sounds next time. But for now. And then you get into the room, and it is dead silent, except for this girl crying. and Phil just goes,
I feel like Phil would be trying to go to her because
Yeah.
if I knew her, he most likely has at least seen her before.
Yeah, it's like a dog when your neighbor is in the house.
Yeah, so
Like-
I'm like holding onto his leash as he's like trying to run to her, and I'm having to like pull him back.
Yeah, and he definitely like is moving his legs like a little gecko, where they have their legs on the sides of their bodies, so it's like
Kind of like a hoppy.
Banyra's wishing she was back with her mom. She's just like,
yeah, this is likely as an 11-year-old the most embarrassing situation. But I feel like Banyra is definitely a cool 11-year-old. So this is not good for your image.
Mara does not care about her image at all.
Yeah,
So
imagine if I just said move your rank down to 5 or something. Imagine I wouldn't do that.
you said you weren't gonna mess with her stats.
I'm not gonna mess with your stats today.
yet.
So, yeah.
Yeah, you just promised for today, which I was chill with. So then if you mess with my stats today, I'm gonna be upset.
Yeah. Well, look, if you lose a limb today, I'm not physically. If you lose a limb
If
today,
I fall off a building,
if you die, I legally am held accountable. I have to make changes.
yeah, that's okay.
Don't die.
Don't talk shit, get hit. So, yeah, Game On
Okay,
looks
I
at
feel
you
like-
and just goes, "What do you want? What do you want?"
Do I know Game On?
Yeah, he would have you would have seen him in class.
Okay, so I go to school with him,
Yeah,
and I know Denise.
yeah.
Would
He's
you say that I'm friends with Denise, or do I just like know her?
I mean, you can do you want to be friends? She's kind of a weirdo.
I feel like I would be friends with her. Like maybe not like close friends, but like the kind of friends like if we saw each other out in the in a park or something, we would sit and eat
Yeah,
and have polite conversation.
She was that sick girl who shows up to school for 4 days and then never comes back.
I feel like Mara would be fascinated by her as a healer.
Yeah.
Banyra would make fun
You
of
know
her.
what?
Banyra would be
That
like,
makes sense.
what's the sick girl doing here? Like, why is, like...
Oh, you fully talk shit about everyone she is related to. Whatever the equivalent of middle school is, Banyra is the queen of that school. You go to public tutoring sessions and you fucking shit all over her and her family.
Like, she's all A's, and then she's just like, look at this. You're too sick, so you never get all these A's, bitch.
Literally, Banyra, I feel like Banyra, because, yeah, written grades aren't really a thing. It's more it's kind of a pass-fail system, except for sort of university where you'd have more complicated grading systems. But yeah, Game On is a couple, 2 years older than you both. So you would have seen him around school. You probably wouldn't have gone to many classes with him.
Okay. Okay, so I feel like at this point, Mara's finally gonna drop Banyra's hand. Well, I imagine that she just grabbed your wrist and was just dragging you, and so I'm gonna drop your wrist now, and very slowly and cautiously, while trying to hold Phil his leash really tight so that he's not wandering, kind of hands up and surrender, walk closer to Denise and Game On. But I'm not paying attention to Game On at all. Haven't even looked him in the eyes.
Just he looks like Jim in The Office when he just looks at the camera, just
I mean, honestly, get wrecked, bro. So she's looking at Denise and I'm gonna walk closer until maybe probably a foot or two away. So she's not in her space. She's close enough that if she talked in a low voice that she could still hear her.
Okay.
So she's gonna kind of crouch down because she's sitting, right?
Yeah, she's sitting.
Okay, so she's gonna crouch down to her level and kind of try to make eye contact. She's like, Denise, what was that? that? What is going on?
Oh, Toast, your shit got all pixelated.
Oh
You
shit.
look like a pixel character. Okay, we good. We good, Shoddy.
Okay, you're back, good sir.
And she doesn't respond to you at all, and just Game On goes. She's been having dreams. Important dreams. Father thinks there's enough to move.
Great, so their family's all fucking stupid.
I'm gonna send like Banyra a really disapproving glare, and then finally like look up at Gaemon because apparently Denise is going to ignore me. And then so I'm gonna look at him and be like, "What do you mean she's having dreams?"
Dragon dreams. The ancient Valyrians, for thousands of years. Dreams that predict the future.
How can you be sure?
I don't know. Father's sure.
So do I know their father? And
Yeah.
like, do I trust him?
Aenar Targaryen is... He's a guy who knows a lot of people don't like him, and thusly doesn't speak up often.
So it's like a big deal for him to be like...
Yeah. Like, he's kind of... Their family is kind of unimportant. So when... Like, they're not a, you know... They're not one of the higher-up families. They don't own a lot of land. They don't have a lot of dragons. They're not really, like, the wealthiest or the best. They're not the most disrespected, but they kind of stay in their place and try to keep quiet so that they don't, you know, suffer assassination attempts or any of the other things that plague the more famous families.
Mm-hmm.
And Aenar specifically very embodied that spirit of, you know, speaking when I'm spoken to.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, the idea that he would move on the whim of one of his daughter's dreams is surprising.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I feel like she's gonna like digest this for a moment, kind of look back at Denise, try to like look at her and take in the moment.
Also, Bonra's listening to all of this. She's standing in the corner very silent, but she's like listening. She's like,
Denise puts her hand on your shoulder, Mara, as you're crouching down next to her, and goes, I had to warn you. I had to warn them all. And Gaemon goes, we leave in 3 months' time.
I feel like Mara's going to like kind of wrap her arm around Denise. Like she still has one holding on to Phil because like Phil at this point I feel like he's trying to like jump on Denise, trying to like do that puppy thing where they're like, "Oh, person sad. I must now be obnoxious and make them feel better."
He has an extra long tongue, and it's definitely like fully out, just like, you know, just like a gecko trying to eat something, just like head out, just like you know.
And his tail is just like swiping everywhere, and you keep having to like move, otherwise you're gonna get literally sliced.
Yeah. I think he's a pretty round-tipped dragon as far like he's definitely not like a little pricker, I feel like.
Like some like
yeah,
like scales down the like line of his tail, and like they're soft, but like they hurt if they just like pound you.
Yeah.
So
I had a friend's dog that just knocked drinks off tables with his tail because he was so tall.
Yeah. So I feel like Mara's gonna like put one arm around Denise and then kind of like try and comfort her, rub her shoulder a little bit, like try and be like, it's okay. And she's gonna look back at Gay Mom. She's like, what's she saying in there? Fire and death and what does she mean? What fire? What Why is this happening? What is happening?
She thinks that someone will break the hold that the wizards of the Freehold, whatever they want to be called, over the 14 flames will break and the peninsula will shatter. She thinks that all of the Valyrian Freehold, the entire empire, will fall to ruin because the capital will burn to the ground. It's very detailed.
How long?
She doesn't know. We don't know.
You. Is she still silent?
I mean, this whole time she's just been sobbing. Like, she's just been crying very loudly.
Have you tried to talk it to anybody? I don't know what. They're gone to see somebody.
People know Danis. She's no genius, no fortune teller. People know who we are. It's not like she has been correct about everything before. Father says it's enough. I think it's just coming out because she'll miss us. She'll miss everything, I think. There are other reasons to flee the country.
Reasons.
Have you heard the saying, if I told you, I would have to kill you?
Well, according to Dionysus, we're all gonna die anyways, so.
I can't give specifics. I spend my time in school. Father does not include me in matters of the state.
Matters of state. So, does anybody else know? I mean, before the outburst, did anybody else know?
I'm sure she's tried to sell people before. You know Danis. People do not believe her for reason.
Reasons.
Are you as a player asking that, or is Banyra as a character asking that?
She's just in the corner, like, cause she's fucking crazy.
Yeah. You know, I can see you. I can see you over there.
Good, I'm glad. Hope you can hear everything I'm saying too, you fucking failure.
You know, I'm not even going to address that.
She's a little.
She'll grow out of it, I hope.
I think I'm
Sure.
a character after your sister came and told everyone they were going to die within the next few days. It's fucking crazy. You're all crazy. Absolutely insane.
Why don't you just go wait outside?
You know what I think I will? She's actually gonna walk away. She's gonna do something else though.
Walk
She's walking
away.
away, but
Okay,
she has other plans.
I'll check in with you about those plans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you continue. So game on.
So, what do we do? I mean, where are you going? 3 months. How are you guys going to just leave and where?
We fly to Westeros. Our possessions have been moved by ship. Just the islands, not the central country. We will not be disturbed.
Safe that. I don't know what's going to happen, but I hope that you guys are okay. I hope that you're wrong.
I can't say that I hope that I'm wrong.
What do you mean?
And we'll cut over to Banyra.
Amon's a bitch. Anyway. Continue.
So she probably like ended up taking off half her belt. Like she left the door and was like, "Just off me."
Yeah, you like because you are super like Mara doesn't dress like a wealthy person, like in the same way that you and your mom and your father kind of dress as the upper classes. Mara may sport some dyed fabric or something that might be of relative expense, but yeah, I would say that Banyra is probably coated head to toe. Like, I mean, dressing for court, very important. You got to show off that status. So you're probably wearing like every necklace you own, like all the belts, all the bracelets, just an absolute jingling
Like early
mess.
2000s.
Like when you're a
Yeah.
kid and you have that jewelry box full of every friendship bracelet and friendship necklace you've ever received.
And you wear it all.
Yeah, this is like that jewelry box has been emptied.
Yeah. So she takes off like half of it and she just leaves it there. And like she goes to try to find her dad.
Yeah, your dad is waiting at the edge of the open pavilion next to his dragon, Cerulean.
Papa.
Father,
Yes, Banyra.
I was wondering if I could maybe have a word with you about something I think is important.
What do you find important, my dear?
It's about that weird sick girl. What's her name?
Denise?
Denise? Yes, Denise. So Mara chased after her after she had her little freak out. And I am not concerned because I trust the capital, but I think it is something that you should know about.
What?
They
That
say that
Aina
she
Targaryen intends to move continents because of his 14-year-old daughter's dreams. Like an idiot.
Of course they're idiots, yes, of course. But I just wanted you to know that she goes in depths about her dreams. I know that you deal with some like magic items sometimes and you're a very smart man. So I just wanted to tell you that they're down the corridor talking about it right now. Uh, and that I got as much information as I could for you and Mother, just in case you wanted to know.
Your father crouches down and pushes a little hair out of your face and behind your ear. Thank you, my daughter. I will take that into consideration. Now, do you think it is improper to let your sister walk home? And he looks down the hall.
No. Should I walk home with her or grab her? I can grab her and we can all just go. Or I can stay with her, whatever you want.
You need to be more decisive about what you think. And your father speaks in command to his dragon. Cerulean inside. And Cerulean sticks his large head through the columns of the pavilion and squeezes just enough so that your father can mount him. Walk home with your sister. And
Yes, of course, Father.
and before you can finish your sentence, Cerulean has retracted and begun flying away.
He said thank you. He said
Oh
thank
my
you.
god.
Okay, I got to go grab her right away. She like runs back down.
So-
Jingle, 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 jingle.
Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. You trip on all of your old jewelry that you left behind on the stairs.
Thunk.
And that was your father, Jahamon. Jahamon being a bad dude,
He's a
part one. And so, does yes?
He said, "I'll let my
We
11
are
and
having a very nice
15-year-old walk home."
conversation muted, and I said that our dad probably doesn't even try to bargain with the twins because they were already like fucking rat raised, like they don't give a fuck. And I was like, he wouldn't even try to bargain with them. And I would just like to point out the fact that Olly just goes, the twins are just like, fuck this man, I got a lizard. Like they don't give a fuck. Like that's why they're never there.
I feel like at this point in time, we're still at the point where like Mara respects her father and is like trying to get to know him. But is this the inciting incident that makes her realize, wait?
I think not. Like your dad leaving
totally
without
tried to
you.
tell her when she got there, and she heard none of it.
Yeah, your dad leaving without you probably isn't like
No, not that. Like what she's learning from Denise.
It might be. It might be. If you choose to ask about this later, it finna might be.
It finna might be, my man.
Me using an
That's right.
incorrect
From
AAVE
our mom,
word.
the twins have hated him since they were like could think.
Yeah.
Because our mom was just like, he's the worst person ever. If you see him, run.
Yeah, that fully is what
Y'all
your
weren't
mother
fast.
instilled in you.
Y'all weren't that fast.
So, is there anything else that that Mara and Banyra want to get done in their scene?
How did her mom get home?
Your mom has her own dragon.
Oh, damn. So they just left? How far is it a walk back to home?
It's not like horribly far. Like it's inconveniently long for sure. Like on foot. Like it would be a 30-second dragon's fly, but like the walking would probably be like a maybe 20 to 40-minute walk.
It's just gonna take us at least an hour because Mara is going to be stopping every like 10 minutes to go find forageables for her, either for dinner that she is making or to add to her collection to make medicine.
So,
and also because Phil's gotta eat.
Yeah, Phil is on like a little leash, and every time, and you're walking kind of by like some little water, and he's just like hopping around, just like eating little frogs and stuff. That
Like
are
I feel
too
like
slow to
he's
run away.
hopping across the water and doing like mild swimming. Like so, Mara's so dangerously close to edge because she's still holding onto his leash, though it's objectively longer now. Like she's let go of it a little bit, but like it's as far extended as it can be, and she's like trying to hold her balance so he doesn't drag her into the water.
So, is there anything else you want to like talk to about with Danis or Gaemon?
I thought they did we leave? Are they with us? Are they walking with us?
No, like if you leave the room, what I'm saying is we haven't gone through this interaction fully. So if you want to say like you leave the room, like and the conversation ends, like is there anything else you want to have learned from them or you want to know or anything?
I feel like there is, but I don't know what to ask. I asked what he meant.
Wait, I forgot what did he say before? Do you remember?
I didn't know that I asked what he meant.
Oh, he said, I don't wish I was wrong.
Yeah, she asked what does he mean?
You know the people of this place as best as I do. You know their bad sides, probably more than I've ever seen. Your relationship to your family. If you have never questioned it before, I would implore you to question it now. Have you not noticed that there are no people like you in the capital? Who walk on the marble steps? Who class at our universities? Not that there are none, but you notice that the Citadel is not exactly representative of the populace, of the people who are here. I am no political pundit. I am no radical. I am just saying, death to many of these men would be a betterment to the world at large.
Dang.
And it is at that moment that Banyra clambers down the stairs.
So I feel like Mara was like, she was about to say something, but she's gonna get like cut off.
Oh,
I can't hear you, bro.
I can't hear you.
She probably like hits the tile and then popped herself back up. Dad said we have to walk home. Him and Mom already left. He told me to grab you. Stop talking to those people and let's go. It's like an hour walk home with you.
I'll be there in a second. Just
No, we have to go now. I'm not being late because of you again.
fine. She's gonna like walk to the door, but she's gonna like stop in the doorway and look back at them.
Taking up her belts.
Just say, I understand your point. But there's a lot more people in this city than just them. And not all of them deserve this.
She's gonna look to the older brother and go, and like turn around and walk back up the stairs. Come on! Oh, so
I hope you
slow.
find what you're looking for. I hope you get out in time. And then she's just gonna leave.
Yeah, and that scene is over.
Foreshadowing.
And we cut over to Maesa.
Shit. Somewhere.
So, like, I think I like the idea of you hanging out on a roof.
Yeah, no, I'm on a roof somewhere. I like being on a roof.
So, you are on the roof of, let me make sure that I have something right. Yeah, okay. So, Maesa, it is like late morning, and you're hanging out with one of your favorite people right now.
Yay!
The woman, the myth, the legend. Never Sealskin.
Picture. You drew me a picture of her.
I did drew you a picture of her.
I don't remember where it is. Like in terms of channel, I don't remember where it is.
It is in your character corner.
It is?
It is. I believe it is, yeah. Wait. Oh no, it isn't! Oh my god! I put it in your it's in your character folder.
Is it in my secrets?
It's in your secrets folder.
Or backstory, maybe?
Backstory. It's a backstory. Yes, it is.
No, it's not!
Yes, it is. It's right there. I found it in backstory just now. It's right under the message forbidden. It's right above the message forbidden wife.
Show us the wife. My wife!
Also, I swear, I will one day learn how to use Roll20 and present these images on stream. It's just, that day is not today.
Her name is Nabra? Am I saying it right?
Nabra.
Nabra. Nabra.
Nabra. I mean, I might be saying it wrong. It is an ancient Nubian name, if anybody was wondering.
Cute.
Yeah,
My
so
wife.
So you're sitting on this roof. Your dragon. If you'd like to introduce your dragon and your character?
My dragon's name. I don't know if I'm saying it right because I realized today I never named her. So I went to Google and I was like, her name is Bomris, which means champion of the black. Which in my brain means like charred ashes, black. When you burn shit, it turns black.
Cool as hell. Cool as hell.
Yeah. And then her name is just Bomb. Like B-O-M. Like we just call her Bomb, like B-O-M-B pronunciation.
Bomb. Not bomb.
Bomb. No, Bomb.
I know. Fro is about to get mad because somebody's infringing on their brand.
No. My dragon. Not a person. Well, she's pretty close to a person. If my brain's in her, then she's kind of a person.
Yeah. Maesa is a handsome little scamp.
Yeah.
She's a little rogue, roguish guy.
Yeah, she's got, her hood and her bow so that she can sneak around like her mom taught her.
Her real mom.
Her real mom, not whatever the fuck.
So except for Banyra, all of our players are stepsisters. So
They're all bastards. Oh
yeah.
Olly and I have both of the same parents, so. Do you think Aramera's covering for her somewhere?
Yes, we'll
of like whatever like maids are supposed to keep us in the castle. Because they're like, if we're going to court and you're not going, you need to stay here so you don't like fuck anything up. Aramera's just like, oh no, she's in the back. She's sleeping.
I think that we'll cut to like the shenaniganery that Aramera has gotten themselves into. Aramera might be the only person to use their stats today because I have something planned for you. You don't have to do it, but I do have something planned.
Yeah, not stats, but wife.
So show us the wife. So
yes,
Nabra has a little kind of guitar style instrument that can't for the life of me remember the name of. I should have written it down in my notes, but I didn't. And
hard.
Yeah, and she's strumming at her little stringed instrument.
My dragon's no creepy.
People in this city, and as she says it, she's like strumming a chord. Are so weird. It's like uptight all the time.
Sorry.
That's the voice she's gonna have the rest of the That's the voice I have given her, and that's the voice she's gonna have.
That's right. She's kind of... Yeah, no, she's a bard.
Yeah. I made my decision.
All right. I'm gonna say she's, like, whittling herself arrows while she listens. Like, just making really pointy sticks. Because her dad took her arrows away, because she shot a couple too many paintings. So he, like, takes them, so she has to, like, make her own. Because her dad's a
plague on your house.
Yeah, no, I'm a little scamp. I'm not supposed to be out with this girl. I'm not supposed to be out of the house. I'm supposed to be with the other two. But I'm in full, like, robber Assassin's Creed getup, so no one knows who I am. I have to fucking hide my blonde hair.
Yeah. This is, like, I feel like this is probably the time in which you have mostly black hair from your dye. This is the black hair.
Yeah, it's only grown out a little bit.
Yeah, this is Maesa's black hair era.
Yeah. Well, because I wanted to look like my mom. But then I got there, and then Fro's mom was like, I won't have you... I don't know, she probably said something about, like along the lines of Kim Kardashian saying you don't put a bumper sticker on a Bentley when talking about tattoos. It's like something like that. Like, you have good Valyrian genes. Why are you ruining it with this trash? And she was like, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Yeah. So Nabra's just strumming away a tune.
Strumming away a tune? We're just on a roof? What roof are we on?
You're on her house's, her roof.
We're on her roof? Oh,
yeah.
Shit. We're on her roof?
Yeah. You're on your girl's roof.
I'm on my girl's roof?
Yeah, Nabra is like she's a taller, dark-skinned woman, and she has sort of light skin markings all around her face and her arms. She has sort of a longer, um, like blonde, like straw blonde hair, um, that has been sort of like pulled back into a kind of loose ponytail, and cut very flat at the ends. Um, yeah, and she's just looking out at the sun and the clouds and stuff, looking down at the city.
Her dad again? Isn't her dad something important? I forget.
Yeah, she is the daughter of Gorte Steelskin, who replaced. Let me just actually look at my list of names here. So Gorte Steelskin actually replaced Jahaemon's brother, Vaemor, in his place in the Freehold.
Right, that's why she's forbidden. I remember.
Yeah, so Vaemor was a sort of like his brother, kind of a
dick,
non-traditional person in the terms of the Freehold, and wasn't super interested in taking part in home politics. Instead, choosing to spend his time in the Sithori colonies. And while there, he was nearly killed by a passing arrow that was instead caught by a one Gorte Steelskin. And so when Vaemon sadly passed away from disease, he, instead of giving over his seat to his own brother, gave it to the Steelskins, and their family has now taken the place in the Freehold that Vaemor would have. So they have also moved into his house, which deeply upsets Jahaemon. And yeah, so...
Yeah, I picked the one family that's bad.
The one family your dad explicitly hates.
I think it started because she just hated her dad that much.
Yeah.
Like, she was just gonna, like, befriend the dad as, like, a diplomatic thing, and then she was like, ah, shit, you got a hot daughter?
Yeah.
That's cool. Like, she was just gonna befriend the dad as, like, a diplomatic, like, I hate my dad, you hate my dad. But then, like, instead of, like, Gorte answering the door, it was Nabra instead. She was like, oh, shit. Because she's stupid. She may be sly and she may be a little shit, but she's stupid. So she'd be like, oh, my God, you're pretty. And tall.
Yeah, she's a tall girl, wears size 13 Nikes.
13 Nikes.
13 Nikes. Yeah, so you guys are hanging out.
Has my family left yet? Do I see my dad's stupid ass dragon flying through the sky?
Cerulean. Yeah, you. This is like, we're kind of backtracking a little bit, so it's been.
Okay.
You have time.
Okay, cool. Because when he flies over, I'm gonna have to hide.
Okay. Yeah.
This will not be the first time that he's caught me out somewhere because I'm like on a roof and he's like, I literally fly through the sky on a dragon. You couldn't have picked a better spot to hide.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, fuck you, Dad.
You won't even take good advice from your dad. I love that.
No, I will take no advice. He is stupid. He's stupid and bad.
Yeah. You know, I can't believe everybody's so weird here. You know, it's like you're walking around and the people, they're like rude to you all the time. It's like, what's your freaking problem? I don't know. You're so freaking focused on those arrows.
Well, my dad took the rest of them. So if I would like to use any of them, they must be homemade at this point, unfortunately. And then I go just like this, and I lift up like the black part of my hair, because that's also technically homemade. Just the black part, though. Not the blonde part. Blonde part's a bitch.
I can't believe you dye your hair. Blonde's a good color.
I disagree. On you, maybe.
I wear a
And she like pulls her hood like more, so it like covers the rest of the blonde part. She's like, you maybe.
What can I say? I wear it well.
She's fucking what's the word? Laid back as shit.
Yeah. You said shy, and I was like, I don't know how to do that. That was
So
the
she's
one
just
thing you
laid
requested, and I was
back.
like, yeah, now she's just chill.
She just doesn't. She don't do nothing.
Yeah.
It would be so funny if she was afraid of heights, though. Meanwhile, maybe just like runs on roofs for fun.
Yeah. I mean, she's like climbed a tall tree before. She's not a height fearer. And she's
No, but
literally
she's
on her
probably
own
not
roof.
used to all the buildings.
Yeah,
Do
she's
you
on her
miss
roof
home?
right now.
Yeah. Do you miss home? Your home? Not my home, obviously.
You know, I do all the time. You know, well, in Bone Town, where I'm from, it's
You
called
just say
Bone Town.
Bone Town?
Well, I can't say it in front of in Satori, so you're not gonna understand.
I suppose you're right.
So the Valyrians call it Bone Town. Don't laugh! Don't laugh right now. I can see you about to laugh. And it is not funny. It's called Bone Town because a lot of people died. Okay, it's called Bone Town because there's a lot of bones there.
She just fucking loses it.
Nabra also starts laughing. You can't call it that. I know what you're laughing about now. You had to explain this to me the first time I said it, and then I said it's Bone Town, and you said ah, and then you had to explain it to me why is Bone Town funny, and I don't. I know that you think it's very funny. I don't think it's funny. I'm from there.
She just like looks up like through her hood, just like wait. Oh, this hood's not big enough. She got big hood. It covers to like here.
Yeah. You freaking. I cannot believe you find that funny every time. Every time I say it, you just crack up laughing.
I guess we have very different senses of humor.
I mean, nice. the back where I live, there's you know, the jewel mines, and used to before the Valyrians came, according to my mom, you could see sapphires wash up on the beach, the size of a human fist.
She goes like this. She like holds it real close to her face, like
yes,
this.
That size. Yes, that size. The and they say that every Satori had hordes and hordes of gold and jewels and leaves and stuff. And I don't know. I wasn't alive then, so I can't say. But you know what? After the Valyrians came, they didn't become too different from here, and so I kind of like it here now because it's like I get to see what they wanted, when they were changing where I lived. It's like this is what they wanted to make, and it's cool. It's very cool, I guess.
I'd like to see what your home was like before.
Me too. Me too. You know, I think one day, it'll all be gone. All the Valyrians and stuff. They can't even stand it there. Every Valyrian who comes, they all get the diseases and stuff because they don't listen to people. I heard, that before the Valyrians came, that nobody got the worm bone or the sweet rot, and all of that stuff. That they're the only ones who get it. We don't get it. I've never gotten it. And I mean, the red fever that kills like every Valyrian child who's born on the colonies. It's like, I had that when I was a baby, and I didn't die. I think it's karma.
I think it's karma.
So people, you come and you go, and you think that you own the world because you can ride a dragon, or touch fire all the time. Everybody's just touching fires. Your
She
little
like
fire
snuffs
touches
to
you.
sleep. I was like, because like that's her whole thing. She can turn into a dragon, so she's like,
No, you can't turn into the dragon easily. Remember what I told you.
I know, but it's just like, it's another part. Like, she knows she can. She's just, like, her mom was also like, but don't, because it's hard.
No, when I'm saying but don't because it's hard, because I'm going to make you roll.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm not saying I'm gonna do it right now. She just knows that she can.
Okay. I'm
So
just
she's
saying,
like,
if you tell me you're about to warg right now,
No.
this is a whole event.
no, not doing it. She's asleep anyway.
Yes.
The dragon is asleep. She just knows that she can, so she can turn into them and ride them. So she's like, I'm sorry. She just goes, oh, but they're so cute! And she like whacks her on the nose. Just like,
bonk.
Yeah, bonk. She's asleep though. She's used to my shit.
Yeah, this one is
Dragon. Yay! She
This
like
one's
sneezes like fire and then just like rolls. It's like a little bit of smoke.
Yeah, Nabra is petting her nose, and then a little like ember comes out. She's like, ah. Yeah, just cute one.
Wait, I can grab it and I don't burn, right?
Yeah.
'Cause it's only a little bit of fire.
Yeah, it's only a little bit.
Yeah, so she just like grabs it and she like holds it, and she's like, "What? Do you not like this?"
You little weird fire toucher. You.
Fire.
I don't know why all of you want to do this.
Because I can. It's fun. I swear I can beat you.
She's
She can't.
holding. Yeah, she's holding her guitar in one hand and sort of like leaning away from you. It's like you're holding like a sneeze.
Sneeze. She like blows it off the side of the roof so that it like flutters like embers do and just like goes down. She doesn't know it could catch something on fire, but probably not.
Most house exteriors are stone, so it's not. You're pretty.
But
solid
like, what
now.
if it like falls in a merchant's wheelbarrow full of like wheat or some shit and it just lights?
Yeah.
And she's like,
I'm not gonna make you roll a luck check for that. I don't want you to set this city on fire with a dragon sneeze. I make you spend a destiny point to not catch the city on fire. That'd be hilarious.
No.
No,
I wanted to be cool.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Yay! So I can be a little shit. With consequences sometimes.
I think I see it. Sir Julian, I see him. And she starts
She like points.
Yeah, she's
this
pointing.
Little blue speck in the sky.
Yeah. I think it's time for you to hide.
Oh no. So she just like throws herself off the edge of the roof and like grabs the edge of it.
Oh my god.
He can't get me if he can't see me.
If this wasn't today, I would make you roll for that, but I'm not gonna make you roll for that because I'm being nice.
What does he think when he sees Banyra? Just out.
I think
Does
that
he see her?
I think your dad. Yeah, I mean you can see like a black dragon.
Yeah. Okay.
And with that, I think we'll, as Nabra like strains her, because Nabra can't fly a dragon, so Nabra's like straining her neck to
on this roof with a dragon that I can't ride.
Yeah, strains her neck to look at you, who's just Spider-Man hanging off of this building.
Yeah.
Where we'll cut over to somebody, and I'm gonna send a message, and anybody who's paying attention should pay attention.
Well, I'm always paying attention.
I know you're always paying attention. Talk amongst yourselves.
I would like you to know that Mara approves of your woman.
wives.
Yes.
Secret wife. Okay.
Secret wife. Because
For
if our
nothing-
dad found
for-
out about said wife, he'd probably light her house on fire.
Oh yeah. Because like honestly, you said that she was what, like
Her
darker
dad
skin?
fucked over.
Is that what you said?
She is black. Canonically, I'm going to say this right
Love
now.
her.
Nabra Steelskin, in today's terms, would be a black person.
Love it. Mara
Fuck you,
approves.
George. Fuck you, George. This
Yeah,
is
Mara
one of my...
approves.
I'm so confused.
George R.
Yeah,
Martin
knew
can
that
suck
from
my
the
dick.
jump when you sent me her picture.
Yeah.
She's very pretty.
Wait, I
don't
didn't see
think
the
George
picture.
R. R. Martin was
I'll
around
send
when
you
black
the
people
picture.
were
Hold on.
invented.
This is my wife.
See who, fellas?
He's a
How
bard.
we feeling?
I like to light little fires and then just hold them. And she's like,
She's
why?
so
I'm doing
pretty.
Oh wait, I want to see the wife.
She's so pretty.
Wife.
it. Why?
Wife material. Not as
Yeah, Aramera's
much
covered
wife
it somewhere.
material as the MILF
Either
of my
she's also
babysitter, but
hiding from her
We
dad.
will meet your
or she's
babysitter today
covering
if God is willing. We will meet the babysitter today.
oh my god, will we meet?
Yes.
We'll meet the BILF. We'll meet the BILF.
The
Bill.
Bill.
Yeah, babysitter
I
I'd
wanna
fuck.
fuck. Yeah. So we
I have a MILF and a BILF. You wish you were me.
I don't think she's a milk.
Olly
but
is
okay.
in the dark today.
Literally.
Hello.
So I have
Aramera.
Maesa had to like
Fuck.
run away
Mhm.
to be with her secret wife. They're not married. We're just saying wife in a funny gay way.
Yes.
And,
That should be like, wait,
Almost.
wait. We keep saying
yeah.
why.
But hey, gay people can get married because this is fantasy world. Just
And
It's
George is
word.
not here.
George is not here. I make the rules.
New life goal for Mara. She wants to get gay married.
Bitch.
I want there to be a wedding in this. I want there
But
to be a
it's canon.
lesbian
This
wedding.
is how they met. She learned about her dad.
Mm-hmm.
She wanted her dad. Maesa's dad hates Nabra's dad, so she went there to be like, "Hey, you're doing great work. Keep it up." And then his hot daughter answered the door instead, and she was like, "Ah, shit."
Ah, shit. Here we go again.
Shit.
So, like, Aramera, out of the twins, you are the more respectable one. So,
Yes.
you knew that, like, your mother and father wanted to make a nice public appearance with their presentable children at the Citadel today, at the court. And, yeah, Maesa's not doing that. And you're not doing that.
Mhm.
But there are,
No.
like, several attendants who are trying to convince you to and or ask you where Maesa is.
You know where she is.
Yes. Oh shit.
I feel like I lied to you once, and then I got back. You caught me and yelled at me, and you were like, "Do I have to
Not-
resurrect mom right now to kick your ass?" And I was like, "No, maybe."
Time to bring back the dead people.
Yeah,
So-
that's it.
Yeah, like, do you want, for your kind of intro scene, do you want Aramera to be doing... I have ideas of what I want Aramera to be doing.
Give me your ideas because I'm pretty much a blank slate right now.
Okay, you know what? I think, well, let's just get right into it. So, I'm just gonna hit you with them, and we'll see how it goes. If you don't like anything I'm
All
doing,
right.
also, just an announcement to the players. You can just at me a bunch of times and mute it, and I will like see it, and I will be like, time to slit the throat on
Tone
this scene.
shift.
Like, so, yes. The camera sort of pans down from the like from the height of this roof of Nabra, like reaching out a hand to like try and help you, maybe, and the to your house, but not to the high rooms where everybody sleeps and all the business is done, but the lower rooms of the dragon stable. And Aramera is in a conversation with an attendant of your house who's just saying, "Look, I need to know where she is. I need to know that Father Jehema wants me to know where she is, so I need you to tell me where she is. Please,
Is it okay if I
please."
talk in like a non-accent today because I'm around family and I don't want to talk in a British accent?
Vibes only, bestie. You also didn't have to show up. You could have just told me you didn't want to show up because you were with family.
Oh no, they're all in their rooms and I'm outside.
Okay. Vibes only. But yeah, totally. You can. This is 5 years prior to the end of things, so you can have whatever accent you want this session and say your accent just
Let's
changed over the
go.
course of 5 years.
So like she hears her father's name and she kind of just goes dead faced, like deadpan expression. Oh, great, the mention of my shit faced dad. And she's like, she's out running errands. I don't know what you were expecting me to tell you. I asked her to go run and get leather ties for my armor. That's what she's doing. My dad.
Your dad what? I just you I look, I know this is not true. Cause I buy the fucking leather ties every goddamn time. You think that I don't know what happens in this house? You think that about me? You you fucking I don't know, man. You're just you people ask me questions and I have to be like, yes, Jaemon, I know where your daughter is. You fucking you want to impede me doing my job? This is like the head butler of your house, basically, who's just like very sad, very desperate right now.
Yeah, because of me, because I'm never where I'm
She's
supposed to be.
no, no, it's so funny because this whole time during this whole conversation from deadpan to like after he finishes talking, Aramera just gets that shit face smile. You know that knife cat picture?
Yes.
No, we're
That is
both
that is
assholes.
the
Ollie,
the
our
that
mother
yeah.
is as well.
Yeah, that is the expression on her face right now. She's like absolutely having a time inconveniencing people for her sister's benefit.
Oh, you're gonna run away right now, aren't you?
What are there any hallways behind me?
This is an open stable, so you could literally just grab your dragon and fly out.
Yeah, she kind of just like jumps to like whatever fence is like holding Balerion in his stall, and she is gone.
Cool. And, and as you fly away, you just see like the attendant just spits on the ground and just starts walking away. Um, yeah, and you fly off into the air. So there's a couple things Aramera could be doing today. Um,
I would
you
love if you just saw me from the sky hanging off a building, was like, and then just keep
yeah,
going.
you could kind of go hang out with some of the like other people your age who have dragons and are probably hanging out in the mountains where there aren't a lot of people around. You guys kind of have a little spot. Um, and you could also go to there are fighting pits where you could go to fight people for fun. Uh, and there are, There's like people and stuff around. There's stores you could go to, or you can just fly around, or you can try and meet up with Maesa
If you can find me.
if you can find her.
I feel like she'd go to the mountains and at some point pass over where her sister is hanging and just be like, so this is who I'm lying for.
Yeah, she's like dumbass hanging off the building.
Because I mean, isn't your dragon with you?
Yeah.
Yes, but I had to
Yeah,
hide from our dad.
Oh yeah.
So
And I
that's
mean,
why I
they're
flung
twins.
myself off the building.
Yeah, I mean, in any other case, she wouldn't see, but they're twins, so twins kind of have that that funky little sixth sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's kind of like, I'm lying for a fucking dumbass. This is fine.
As you graze sort of over the sealskin house, you just hear, "Do you need my help? Do you need my help?" And and you see Bomb just like curled completely asleep over the over the like center of the roof.
Yeah.
She vibes.
Yep.
She vibing. I don't know.
She kind of like, it's just the most exasperated sigh comes from Aramera, and she just goes because, God, why? But she can't talk because she's equally as much of a dumbass as Maesa is.
Great. So yeah,
Our mom would be
Maesa,
proud. All right.
Maesa, you see Valyrian's feet, graze over the roof as you're looking up for a moment. And yeah, Aramera, you continue on to the mountains, and you see your friends. I don't know why I can't say that in a normal way today. Let me just pull up my name list again.
I'm playing cool math games.
He who.
That's
And
a
I
very
burnt my
fun
fucking
thing to do.
croissant.
What? Um, and you see your homies, Amar and Kraz.
Nice.
She has a big old dragon as well. It's got a big, like, sort of sky blue dragon with a sort of round head.
Can I? Quick question.
Yes.
So I know that like dragons have like funky little scales on on the backs of like their tails and their back.
Mm-hmm.
Can Balerions be sharp?
Yes. Valerian
Like
can
big
be a
old
pointy.
porcupine quills?
Yeah, big pointy boy. Yes.
Big pointy boy. Okay. So she sees where they are and she kind of lands a little bit away because Bal is big, like he is large. And in her wake kind of crushes a few small trees, but does not care. There will be more.
Trees grow.
Trees grow.
Am I gonna
And
make a
she
lizard noise?
I don't know.
you don't have to because he's kind of a quiet old man.
Thank you.
Wait,
But
I thought your dragons were the same age.
Oh yeah.
I call him an old man. He's not old. He's just funky.
He's just lazy.
Yeah. He's an old man feeling
Sleepy boy.
man. Yes. But she kind of lands a little distance away and gets off, and like from body language you can tell that she's just exasperated.
So, it's just a quick out of character break. Somebody in my fucking neighborhood is trying to request to pair their iPhone to my laptop for some reason.
No. Say no.
Scott, why? Scott's iPhone. This is a call out post. So, yeah, you are clearly exasperated. Kraz and Amar are just kind of not paying attention. They're like tossing like dead, clearly some sort of like dead animal, uh, rabbits by the ears into the Amar's dragon's mouth, and the dragon has such a long neck that it sort of moves its head wherever they throw them to like snap it into its mouth.
Right. God. Are
Mara!
there anyone?
Oh
Are
yeah,
there any? Are there any like rabbit carcasses laying around?
yeah. There's some dead ones on the ground.
Okay, so she kind of picks one up and walks in their general direction.
Hey Mara, what's rockin'?
You know, just fucking covering for siblings again. Love it. And she kind of just lazily tosses the rabbit carcass in Amar's dragon's general or like just Amar's dragon's direction.
Yeah, his dragon's name is Van, and he grabs it with his tongue and sort of like tosses it up again into the air and catches it. You know, I can't believe you have so many sisters.
Big man. Sisters.
It's like all brothers in my house. And you're talking to Kraz, by the way.
I'm pretty sure I would take all brothers over all sisters at this point. Except for my twin sister. Except for that one.
Man,
one is a I mean, no disrespect to my older sister, but I'm pretty sure my younger sister fucking hates all of us. But you know, bastard things, I guess.
Bastard things, I guess.
I can't believe that, like, everybody in your house is like all bastards. You know, my father, he told me one time, he was like, that Jahamon, he's fathering so many bastards he could make an army.
Yeah. He fathers bastards and he is a bastard. So I don't know what to tell you.
Aramera, always the comedian.
Thanks. And she kind of just Kraz has a dragon, right?
No, he doesn't actually.
He doesn't. So she kind of just like lazily pets the scales on Amar's dragon because big boy.
Yeah.
Because she's very tired.
Van curls his head towards you, and like does that thing that cats do sometimes, where they like look at you upside down on purpose.
Oh my god, I love that. I love that so much.
Yeah, you got grilled so hard by this butler.
Yeah. Like she kind of looks at Kraz and she's like, I don't know what it is. If my dad has been particularly up the asses of everyone, every attendant in our house, that is so hard to make up a lie.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Like, my dad doesn't give a shit about like anything that goes on. And I mean like anything. I can't believe your dad's such a hard ass. I mean, everybody says he's such a weird guy. Like, you
By
think
weird,
cool.
do you mean whorish?
Both of your friends break out laughing. So, I mean, that's one way to put it. I was gonna say all the weird magic shit he does, but like, you could put it that way too.
See, that's my It's my sister's department. I'm more of the, brute strength, uh, cute, punch-in bitches type of daughter.
And we love you very much.
Thank you.
Amar turns to you and is like, yeah, we can tell.
These are probably like the only people who Aramera doesn't like threaten by default.
Yeah. Little background on Amar and Kraz. Amar is kind of like a guy who's your age. He's from a kind of unimportant family as well. Whereas Kraz is a local Dothraki boy whose family has settled in the city for business reasons.
Gotcha.
So,
And I'll continue.
no, what was, it's fine.
I can't remember now. Actually, my memory is bad as bad.
Bad is bad, be like.
Bad is bad.
I don't know why I can't position my computer today. Incorrect way, incorrect ways to sit, be like. I don't know why. No words correct today. Kraz is like, like, your dad, he's always doing that, like, crazy magic stuff, you know? Like, I've heard a lot about him. Just, like, the whispers around the city are telling me something is going on in that house, you know?
I wouldn't say you're wrong, but then again, I kind of, express as much disinterest in whatever my father does as possible. And like as soon as she says that, Bal kind of like, like as he's not stealthy, so he kind of like, how do I say it, rumbles forwards with like snapping down some little trees and kind of like not chews but like pulls at the little, like one of the little leather straps hanging off of like the back of her shoulder that's like 2 feet long. He's a clingy little man.
Yeah, he's close at your back. Well, damn, I didn't know you were trying to get serious about it.
Nah. You say he's working on things. I really wouldn't be surprised if he popped out another kid at some point or another. That man is he gets around.
No, yeah.
Man. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, I mean, people say that, like, Dothraki have a lot of kids, and look at your freaking dad.
Yeah.
At least we don't have our kids marry each other, like, for some of you weirdos.
God, don't I know it. That's why, it's one of the perks of being a bastard that's only half of my lineage.
That's facts.
Hey.
You really are one of the lucky ones. Amar looks deeply disappointed.
What? Well, are you she looks at Amar and she's kind of like, how disappointed are you in me today?
I'm not disappointed in you. I'm just disappointed in, like, you know my whole family shit. It's like they're all like, oh, get into politics or like fucking become an explorer or something or join the army. And it's like, I don't give a shit about that. He tosses another rabbit into Van's mouth. Like, I just want to, I don't know, not do those things. It's like, I don't like killing people or killing people in a different way that doesn't allow me to directly kill them, but like I kill them in multiple steps. It's just like a lot.
Yeah, too many steps. Too little brain power for you, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And my sister's like 12, and I would never marry my sister.
I wouldn't either. That would be really weird because
It just
yeah.
is. It just is. I don't know why. It just is. Like, God. I don't know. But you and me, hey, we're all running
Hey,
away, leaving this town, right?
right? I just gotta get my other sister on the wagon and shit.
Hmm?
Cause like, cause she kind of she cares about Mara and Banra, but she's most attached to Mesa.
Mm-hmm.
You
Cause you
grew up
know,
together.
twin things, and
Is
she
your
feel
hair
like
still black, or did you take it out?
hers is kind of black, like very dark gray.
Mine's probably more black because I kept sneaking in more shit to make it black, and then I just made Bonner's mom really mad.
Yeah,
As you should.
I want to at some point mention what the dye is made from because I actually know this one. Fun history facts.
Oh, nice.
Is it made from shit?
It's made from gall nuts, okay? It's made from gall nuts.
I don't know what that is.
Gall nuts are the knots left behind in trees when wasps lay their eggs there.
Whack.
It's whack as hell. You have to
Dang.
boil them and turn them into a paste, and then you put that in your hair, and it turns it black. Would not. I mean, you can try
So
it
I
at home.
was
It's not going to hurt you.
so I would just fly into the forest and like look for wasps for my
No.
hair.
You would probably go to a like market and then ask.
Oh, okay.
Blue dye would be made of indigo,
Mm-hmm.
which is a berry.
Wait, what were we talking about? I kind
We're
of like.
talking about running away.
Yeah.
Oh yes, because like I don't know how much Mara is attached to like the queen, but I
What?
know that like
What
she,
queen?
she knows that not the queen, the matriarch of the family, like
Yes,
the lady,
the lady of the house.
the lady. No, okay. The most she knows is that like Banra is like really attached, like because they're I don't know if she's like attached to their mother, but strives for the approval of their father.
Yeah. The
So she
yeah.
feels like Banra would end up ratting her out to their dad if she ever brought up the idea. So she kind of just like only told Mesa.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Fro. I'm sorry.
You just like their parents a little too much. Or Bonra does. So now she cannot be trusted. And you're 11.
Yeah, Krez and Amar are like kind of high fiving. Amar waits for the high five back from Aramera.
Yeah, she returns that high five and grabs one of the little rabbit carcasses and throws it behind her for Bal.
Yeah, Bal like chomps it by the ear and just like grabs it up.
Inhale.
Yeah. So Amar claps his hands together. You want to go riding?
She kind of develops the shit-eating grin that the twins kind of share.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes, when do I not?
uh, Amar hops onto Van. Kraz follows him. He has a big. Dragons in this world are, you know, a highly domesticated animal, so they have saddles and straps and shit. Not like fucking Daenerys Targaryen in season 8 of Game of Thrones, the TV series. And so, yeah, you all hop onto your dragons and take flight. Now, is there anything else you want to do before we cut away?
Not really. I'm kind of good with that.
Okay. So we cut back to after after all of our children have gotten home. You know, maybe not all in the same room, but the
Definitely
house
not. We
is
don't
full of Caleros once more. Um, and yeah, what is everybody doing now that they have gotten back to their homes?
She's hanging out with her babysitter.
She's hiding her arrows that she made today.
Hey yo, babysitter chick.
She's hanging out with the babysitter. She's like, and like I watched mom do this, and like my mom's so cool, and my mom's so this and that. Mm.
Oh crap. I don't remember what name we decided on.
All we have is hot babysitter.
No, I
Hot
remember
babysitter.
we had name options. I just don't remember which name we picked.
My mom is so pretty. Hell yeah.
Your mom is tight. We go to the character corner, and I pick the name right now, and her name is Rug. Rug.
Rug?
Why did I say it like that?
Rug.
Like
Raggedy.
Rog.
It's Ragani.
Oh, that's a pretty name, actually.
Yeah. I don't know why I just said rug that one time. All my words are coming out bad today. Banyrian Peninsula.
Banyrian
Really?
Peninsula.
Really a work about it, tight. Oi, oi.
Oi, oi, oi.
Oi, oi,
Oi,
oi,
oi, oi. I think as everyone's getting home, Aramera is kind of just like going over like the big ass sword that she has in the armory.
Yeah, marveling at your sword.
I feel
She's
like
hiding her arrows somewhere.
Mara would be in their. Do they have a library or like a study or something?
You have you kind of have like a library room, which is kind of a public study in your house. Not like public for everyone in the city, like public within your house.
No, like for
you know?
for the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like she would be there looking through all of the books that her and her father have collected and trying to research the dragon dreams.
Yeah. Okay.
While Phil snoozes in the corner in his hand-knitted sweater that I've decided he has.
Great. Love it. And what is Maesa doing? Or is Maesa not coming home until super late? Because I feel like I can imagine that.
Nah, she's not home yet.
Great.
Nope. Well, because she likes nighttime the best, because that's like her black hair, she just melts into the nighttime with her 5 stealth in her black hair and her hood and her black dragon.
We should pause to explain something to viewers. So, stats in A Song of Ice and Fire, the role-playing game, function differently than stats in Dungeons and Dragons and other role-playing games. So instead of having a like Dungeons and Dragons style number where it's a number between 1 and 20, in A Song of Ice and Fire you have ranks, and so the highest rank that a human mortal can achieve is a 7, and the lowest rank that a human mortal can have is a 0. And now that determines how many dice you roll when you are rolling for that skill. So having a rank 5 in stealth is not only very high, but that is a lot of dice, which means a higher chance of succeeding on any given check. So just had to explain the stats, you know? Just had to.
Yeah, she's stealth.
Mesa,
She's stealthy.
Mesa, how much do you and Aramera hate Mara that her hair is naturally black?
A little bit. You don't have, but like otherwise, you don't look like our mom. So she's like, eh. Like she looks like her mom, except her eyes are purple and her hair is blonde. So,
Well, I feel like Mara would gather ingredients for you to help
for
you
my
like
hair?
sneak in the hair dye. Because
Honor
Mara
makes
dyes
fun
her
of
hair
you every
not
time
like
you guys
Banyra's
dye your
mom
hair.
Either?
Huh? What did you say, Allie?
I said, do you not like Banyra's mom either?
No.
Oh, good. See, then we would conspire.
I love my mom. You guys are also Bonner definitely makes fun of you guys every time you dye your hair. She's like, "Are you so ashamed of like your
Yes.
family that you can't even be a
Your
part of
mom's
it? Like, are
already
you
told
that
me
weak-willed?"
Get some new material.
Yeah, Banyra, like, at the age of 6, saw you guys move in and called you poor.
Yeah.
See, but
Well,
Mara would just
she
be like,
probably was
"Wow, are
super
you so
excited at
proud of your
first.
incestual
Oh, yeah.
family that you want to show off your hair?" Couldn't be me.
Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. So Mara, while you're researching dragon dreams are something that you have heard about, like in Valyrian society. You, as an outsider, probably know the most about them, but you would have heard about them in stories because a lot of times the inciting incident to a Valyrian folktale will be somebody having a dragon dream and then knowing what they have to do next.
Would like my mother have told me stories about them?
Yeah, like if you had heard about Valyria, you would have heard about dragon dreams because it's kind of like, you know, oh, the Valyrians are a magic people who can see the future and ride dragons and, you know, all of that stuff. And yeah, like when you're reading about them, you are like, in the normal game, I would make you roll for this, but because this is, and I don't have the dice box set up, so it's not, you know.
Dice.
You have dice, but you're going to roll 1, 2, 3. Like, well, let's not do this right now. And also, you would have had different stats because you're a different age range now. So.
Oh, true.
So, when you're looking into dragon dreams, you see that there is like somewhat of a history of people having like dragon dreams that are foretelling the future, and it's kind of hard to like nail down what is a dragon dream as opposed to a normal dream. You know, writings describe dragon dreams as being more vivid, more involved, more lifelike than other dreams. But really, what history's determination of a dragon dream is whether or not it foretells the future and whether or not it's like, you know, important. You know, like.
So basically, it's like, you'll know it's a dragon dream if it happens, so it's absolutely not helpful right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like, you know how in history they're like, it's not a revolution until you succeed? Like, this is kind of one of those things. Like, it's not a dragon dream unless a historian writes it down and tells you that it's a dragon dream.
Okay. I feel like Mara would be getting extremely frustrated by this. Because, like, she's a person who wants clear-cut, simplistic, like, not simplistic, but very clear-cut answers. If she's looking up a question, she wants to know the answer. She doesn't want it to be hearsay. Or, well, who's to say?
Yeah.
And so I feel like she's getting really frustrated and she's like poring over books at rapid speed, trying to find anything. And she's also kind of a little emotionally distraught by it. Because, like, she trusts her friend, but also she doesn't, like, she can't conceptualize it.
Yeah. yeah, I mean, like, you've had a dream before. Like, you know what dreams and stuff are. And so, as you're reading about the history of dragon dreams, is that they're generally like, they're described often as like the heroes who started the city of Valyria, who began the empire, had dragon dreams about, you know, endless towers coated in jewels, who knew that they would raise an empire that would conquer the world. And, there are likely other politicians in your mother's circles that you read about in recent ledgers or, books of newspapers and news clippings and stuff, because I'm just gonna say it. Valyria has the printing press. If they have magic, they have the printing. I'm not gonna be one of those people who's like, in ancient Greece they didn't have printing presses. Like, I'm not gonna make you talk to a town shouter today.
Okay.
And so you are looking through these recent clips and clippings, and you see that there are people who, in recent history, have had dragon dreams and been right. Like, there are people, and even within the time that you've been here, you've heard whispers of, he knows what it is. He's had a dragon dream. He's seen what is to come. That sort of whispering in the back of this hall of like, well, he must be right. He did have a dragon dream about it. It's kind of one of those like witch hunt sort of things where it's like, it could be true. Like, it could be real. Like, it's happened before. And so in the history of dragon dreams, there's people, more mythic figures who have had them, but there's also more recent figures who, predicted the conquest of Kor, or, knew that the maze makers of Lorath would fall to the Valyrian rule. Sort of like, recent conquests have been predicted by dragon dreams.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I feel like Mara would like kind of she's getting super frustrated. She's gonna like kind of toss the books off the desk in anger. What is that?
It's Phil is lying on the ground, and as you throw the book down, he just and tries to, like, that thing where you throw a ball at a cat that's upside down and it tries to like keep it in the air for as long as possible. That is what he is doing.
She's gonna like pull out. Okay, can how do you in this time?
Mm-hmm.
How can you communicate with people like who are not there? Do you have to write letters? There's no phones. You can't call someone.
If you need to send a letter to somebody outside of the city, you would have to talk to like outside of the like somebody who's very far away, like your mother, or you would have to talk to a mail carrier for that. But if it's somebody within the general area of the city, you can just go down to your house's aviary and attach it to a raven.
Can't have Phil fly it for me?
You can.
Could Phil fly it to my mother?
He doesn't know where she is. Like, Phil is a, like, raven.
We made one of his traits being that he's a particularly good finder.
He's a particularly good finder. Who made that snort? Where did that snort come from? That sounded like Olly from Beyond the Grave. The what the fuck is a Hufflepuff? So yeah, like, think of it this way. He doesn't have like a GPS locator on your mom, He can't sense that. He's not intelligent. Your dragon is intelligent. He is not intelligent enough to find a specific ship in the ocean that he has never been to. Like,
Okay.
you could talk to a mail carrier about that, though. Like, your mother's ship is named and known, so it's not like you couldn't get mail to her.
I think Mara is going to write a letter to her mom. And, kind of like, first she's going to start like, oh, how are you? How is everything on the ship? How are sales going? Where have you been recently? Then she's going to give like an overview of how her classes are going.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's going to be like, so, a weird thing happened in court today. And she's like, oh, you remember my friend, Denise? And she's going to explain the situation. She's like, here's the thing. Her brother says that it was a dragon dream. And like, so she's gonna go through her whole list of like, she's basically going to rant in this essay. This letter.
This letter is a paragraph text.
This letter is thick. It is chunky. It cannot fold more than twice.
Yeah. This is like on scroll paper, so you've got a full fucking roll here. You got
Got a full roll.
Full paper towel right here.
And so like by the end she's like, I don't know what to do. I've ran out of books. I've ran out of things. I don't know where to go from here. I don't want to believe it. I don't know if I can, but there's just something so genuine about it. I've never seen her that upset, and I know everybody says so many bad things about her and her family, but I know them, and I know that she wouldn't make something up like this. And I don't know what to do. What do I do? Who should I contact? What do I do next? It's gonna be her letter.
Okay,
Ended with an I love you, Mom.
Love you, Mom.
Also, will you send back some of those cool fish from one of the islands for Phil? Thanks.
Send back with 5 angelfish.
He deserves a treat.
And so I'll say that you can either like hand this off to an attendant to have it sent for you, or you can also, take care of this. However it is, you get to take this letter can be sent.
I feel like Mara doesn't entirely trust the attendants here.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know if she trusts that if she hands off this letter, that it's going to get where it needs to go.
Yeah.
So I feel like she's the kind of person who's like, no, I'm going to take this myself.
Okay.
And also, she's going to take Phil with her so that he can go for his nightly walk.
Yeah. So you take you take a walk down to the mail house, the mailman house, the post office. It took me a minute, but I got there. I don't know why I couldn't say post office for a second.
To appear at the mailman's house.
At the mailman.
It's like 10 p.m. I start banging on the door.
Hey, mailman, open up. No.
I got a letter.
I got a letter for ya. The post office. I'm so tempted to just say mailman house for some reason. So, back at the Caleros residence. Let's cut back to our little lady of the hour. Banyra. Fro, please come back. Fro.
Yeah, give me 1 sec, sorry.
Okay, tight. Is it bad entertainment if I go fill up my water for a second? Having your mom, guys. Okay, there's a little bit of silence in the chat, so I will go fill up
Hi.
my water.
What's Sorry,
it like having a mom?
What's it like having a mom?
I feel like the thing
Great.
Maesa or Aramera or both would literally like just ask like Mara to her face.
Probably.
They're just like at a really awkward dinner, everybody's silently eating, and you're just like, so what is it like having a mom?
It's great.
Well, 'cause we
My
had a
mother
mom
does
for a
everything.
while.
My mother is so smart and creative.
Shut up, no one asked you.
At least my
I feel like
babysitter
that's why
loves
the
me.
twins are so tight, though, because like we don't got anyone else.
Yeah, so
Let me put up my chocolate milk.
Take care of you if you let her.
No, we don't know that.
Harry.
So, as Mara walks off into the night, Phil's scaly wings flip-flapping behind you. And, they slowly fall into the distance. We cut to an upper room in the tall Caleros household where Ragane, a, taller Giscari girl with purpley eyes and a scar that just peeks out of a tall leather glove that she wears, and falls onto her collarbone and a little bit onto her neck. She sits next to you, Banra, as you tell her about all of the things that your mom said. We cannot hear you.
Fucking hell, I keep muting my microphone. And like, she didn't really notice me, but my dad, he said he was like, he said thank you to me, and then I walked home with with my sister, and now I'm here.
It's a very interesting recap of your day.
It was really cool. It was one of my first times going to the court and everything, but all the belts were really heavy, and I really don't like them. I don't understand why I have to constantly wear dresses, but if it's what Mother wants, of course I'll do it.
Well, everybody in Valyria is all about the toga, She's wearing like a little bit of a slack moment, little bit of a woman in slacks, and loosely fitted sort of like kind of, I would say tank top, but I would say wrap because I don't think tank tops were a thing.
Or if you make them.
Yeah, but I don't want tank tops to be a thing. I ban tank tops. No tank tops in this game.
Valid.
When the DM makes the decision, no tank tops.
Fair.
Fair.
Do you think that I'll ever get my own dragon like my sisters? Sisters, whatever they are.
Don't you remember when you tried your luck? When you must have been 6 years old, and I remember because your father hired me right after. As you, little Banyra, you walk into the dragon cave. This where they because some of them are found. They lay them in the house stables, and some lay their eggs in the mountainous caves. And I remember your father told me, you must trust my little girl, because she knows. She has the dragon spirit. Because you went, you tried your luck, and the little dragon hit you on the head and it knocked you out cold. But it's still a good story.
Wish it didn't knock me out completely cold. Okay, maybe it did. I can't
Hey,
remember. So
you were you were 6 years old. It's not your fault.
hmm.
You know, back in my day, before your father hired me, before this, and as she gestures to the scar with her hand, you see that it doesn't move as much as a normal hand would. It seems almost a little stiff. You know, I used to ride the dragons at the games. You know, in the summer. Well, in the summer months, it's me and my brother. We would hop on the dragon and jump off and, you know, do the flips. And we would shake hands in the air too, as I would drive the reins and he would grab his, and I would be upside down and everything. He, you know, used to
Could
do
you
shows.
could you teach me how to ride a dragon one day, maybe?
Of course. Of course.
I want to be the best dragon rider. Maybe if I'm the best dragon rider this capital's ever seen, my parents might take a more, I don't know, liking towards me. Or maybe they'll finally see how hard I try at things and they'll and I don't know. But I have to be the best at whatever I do. So if I ever become a dragon rider, I have to be the best, right? Which means like competitions, and I can learn it from you. You'd be the second best.
I mean, I don't think they rank them like that, but I'll teach you whatever you want to know.
I want to know everything. Everything about dragons, everything about dragon riding, dragon fighting. Have to be the best at dragons, best at everything, honestly.
Well, you are not there yet, but in time, I'm sure you can get very good.
I will get very good. I make a promise to myself that I'll make you and my father and my mother and make all of my sisters jealous. But most
I'm sure.
importantly, make you, my father, and my mother proud, or whatever.
Oh, make me proud?
Oh,
No.
shut up. She kind of turns away.
Oh, you are an interesting child. So,
Yes. The only heir to my father's throne since he decided to make some choices, experimentations. It's my job. I'm going to inherit the throne one day, so I have to learn and I have to be like him if he would only teach me more. But he's a busy man, so he doesn't always have time for me. But you do at least, so that's nice.
of course I do. She ruffles your hair. You know, one day you're going to be a very good dragon rider. Maybe the best. Maybe. And one day you will have your father's seat in court, and God willing, he will not be around to fill it anymore. I just make a joke. I make a joke. You think it's a funny joke?
Out of character, that was funny. Well, as long as I don't have to marry some stupid old fool.
Hey, this city is full of young bachelors just waiting to get into a powerful political marriage.
It's so gross. Marriage and all of that things. I don't understand.
Well, I mean,
Most men aren't like my father. They're not as smart or as academic in their research. They, I don't know, control women all around the house. It's gross. They're not like my father. And a lot of women aren't like my mother.
I will agree that your mother and father are quite unique. Oh,
They are. And I
they
want to be
are.
just like them.
You, Banyra, you are your own person. And, you'll never be just like your dad. You need to be better than him. Better than your
Not
mom.
be better than him when he's literally perfect. He is everything. He's smart. He knows who to pick for his courts. He knows everything. He knows things that he won't even tell me about. He's always locked away in his studies doing something, and it's... Oh, I hope to be just like it one day. I want my own
Banyra,
studies.
you will have your own studies in time. But your father, like every other man on earth, does not know everything. He can know a lot, but he cannot know everything. Not even the gods know everything.
Now that's a lot. They're the gods, isn't their purpose to know everything?
Gods are like people. They have areas of expertise. You know? Valyrian knows the destruction. Meraxes knows the creation. There are different things for different people, my child. And you will learn your things in time.
What was the gods you worshipped again?
I, ah, you
I
know,
promise I won't tell anyone. I want to know.
it's not a secret of any kind. I am a follower of Meraxes, of the pantheon of Valyria, but I sometimes long for the religion of my people. You know, I did not get the chance like you to meet my mother or father. I was, born with the blood of the dragon. And so when I was very young, I had to train. And so I didn't get to know them. But I know that the old religion is still alive in some. And I envy those who keep it. But Meraxes chose me from a very young age. And I mourn for what gods I will never know. But
Maybe there's a book. Maybe if I don't know, go to every library in the city, I could find a book about them.
they don't keep books of the religion of my people.
They should.
Of course they should. But, you know, it's, the old ways are lost upon those who think that only the new should live.
I don't think that's very right.
Me neither. See? You're already better than your dad. I'm sure he doesn't know anything about the old ways.
I'm sure he does. I think he's too busy to really engage with it. I'm sure he does. Just there's
Okay.
a lot of things he keeps in private.
Well,
I'm
you
sure
know
even
what?
my mother doesn't know everything. Who knows?
That woman surely knows nothing. She ruffles your head again. Of the old ways. I make jokes. I make jokes.
You're lucky no one else hears about this. If any of the other maids, they would have told on you. Feels like you say this stuff constantly.
Well,
Though it is kind of funny.
it's it's because your parents like me so much. You know? Because you like me so much. Because you are such a wonderful, wonderful child.
Thank you.
Um,
Hear that, guys? She's lovely and wonderful. She's lovely and
No.
wonderful, Hales.
No.
I don't like the vibes. The
I don't know why
vibes
you
are
don't-
sus.
I don't know why you don't like these vibes. Okay, so
The vibes are sus.
You're
so
sus, bitch.
I'm gonna let you guys see some secret stuff today. So y'all better
I do have to go in 30 minutes.
Okay, yeah. So your babysitter puts you to bed because you're an 11-year-old, and because you're a wealthy 11-year-old, and what's the Hills? Why are you laughing?
To be put to bed because she's a child.
Yeah.
No, pull a Nabra. Why are you laughing? I do not know why you find this so funny.
I do not know why you find this so funny. I do not know why you find this so funny. I'm so sorry if all my accents sound the same today. Nabra is supposed to have a South American accent, and Ragana is supposed to have like a Italian accent. It's just kind of like they're all mixing together today.
I think I accidentally cursed us by starting this off by saying that all of my accents slowly turn Irish, and I think we have all slowly turned Irish.
You know what? I think the best way to describe Banyra and her babysitter's relationship is you know the relationship between Jojo Rabbit and in the movie Jojo Rabbit, the boy and the girl in his walls, where at first he was kind of an asshole to her, but then he like warmed up and he's just like, I like you. You're cool.
Except not with the weird romance plotline that was at the end. I did not like that in Jojo Rabbit.
No.
I mean, well, I was fine with it because it kind of made sense, but I was also like, what he did with it at the end, I disapproved of as a character choice. But watch Jojo Rabbit.
The vibes are sus.
Shout out Jojo Rabbit.
I've never seen that.
That movie got me
Hales?
laughing and then crying.
Hales, you would love it. It makes you cry in such a good way, and it makes you so sad. It breaks your heart, but you know that it's going to do it from the beginning. You should watch it.
It's really funny, and then you're laughing, and then it's like, oh.
I know. Every time I need to cry, I watch the one scene, and if you've seen the movie, you know the scene, which is of Captain K at the very end of Jojo Rabbit, and I literally cry every time. Like if you cry every time.
Him and his boyfriend.
Oh my god. Captain K's makes me sad so many times. It makes me so sad.
I've been broke many times.
So
Don't know what to believe.
As Banyra, do you go to bed tonight? Like after your babysitter leaves, do you actually go to bed or do you stay up?
Probably stays up.
Okay.
Her rebellious phase is trying to read and get some extra learning done so she can impress her dad.
Wow. Yeah, really.
Meanwhile, Maesa's gallivanting around the city.
She's like sitting on her window sill, like her legs dangling, and she's just like reading. She's like, I'm breaking all the rules.
Mara's keeping up the mail carrier. Trying to explain to him how to.
Yeah, you're giving him all the details of like you see.
Literally writing like an entire instruction manual of how to send this letter to her mother.
Yeah, the mail carrier is like a man sitting behind like a desk with a silver white dragon with its kind of head just like nestled next to the foot of the chair that you sit in, and he's just like, you're just explaining to him like all of these things about your mom's ship and what it looks like, and you know, like all the people that are on it, and he's just like, I just need to know the name of the boat. But we cut back to the house, and we're gonna get a fun little extra scene. Little extra, because I love you so much. I have to be nice to you now before I destroy you later.
Oh, nice.
Are you going to confirm that the babysitter is sus?
My babysitter is not sus, bro. She's my only friend.
I'm gonna confirm somebody is sus.
That's sus.
So you're as Regana walks out of your room and down the stairs, the sort of camera of the mind follows her into the sort of floor where all of the studies are, and in a chair on a sort of center table sits Banyra. She shuts a book as Regana passes. Wait. I do not pay you to stay this late in my house. You know, for whatever purpose my husband hired you to keep you around, I just would like you to know that with me, you will always be on the thinnest of stone. I try to keep my voice low. You should remember your position in this house. Yes, ma'am. You do not, yes, ma'am, me. I'll have you know, if we had not bought you from that jail cell you lied in, that you would not be alive to this very day. And I would prefer if you showed some gratitude to your hosts. Yes. May I go now? No. I'd like you to wait. And they just stand there. And for a moment there is silence in the house. You may go. And Regana turns and goes. And that's where we'll end our session.
What was that for? Why is she so weird towards my hot babysitter?
So, thank you
'Cause
all
she's
for
hot.
coming. If you watched this all the way through, I love you so much. You are my best friend. I'm joking. This is a
What about me,
parasocial
bitch?
relationship. And so, thank you for coming to see this wonderful story take place. I swear to God, it will look better next time. And I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had fun. You can find this episode later on YouTube, on Twitch, or you can follow us on any of our other social medias, like Instagram, or Twitter, or Tumblr, or TikTok. And you can see more of all of our lovely faces on on Wormswood, A Rip in the Weave, and this campaign, and maybe another one that's coming up soon. So I hope everyone has a lovely night, and yeah. Does anybody have anything else they'd like to plug?
My babysitter's hot.
Your babysitter's sus.
My babysitter is not sus.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Your mom is
She's
sus.
a woman who is trying to not raise a murderer.
So
She's failing.
thank you all for coming. Have a lovely night.
My
Mwah.
babysitter